Hey, how's it going, guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to come full circle here. Ouroboros? I was gonna say Aurora Borealis. That's two entirely separate things. Portment Ouroboros. Our way back into Mag Prime this time. My starter frame. You never forget your first. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Carrera and Roth, bringing ships to life.
Tenno, listen, I've been waiting for this day because I feel like, I feel like I judged Mag poorly and too hastily in the early days, you know? My strongest memory of Mag is probably doing like the relay unlock boss fights to get to the next planet, you know? I don't know why that in particular really stuck in my mind. Maybe because they were some of the toughest fights, and that's probably where I regretted my choice of Mag as a starter the most. But you know, we've had some good times, and I'm excited to go back to her and relearn. Because to tell you what she does, I could tell you basically, but the nuances of it, nah, man. I'm excited to relearn and just rediscover Journey style. I get the joy of rediscovering you. Oh girl, you stand by me. I'm forever yours. Do, 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 do. Faithfully. Anyway, enough of that. Let's read the blurb. The exquisite Mag Prime offers the same abilities as Mag, but with unique mod polarities for greater customization. You know what? As a bonus, we also have to read Vanilla Mag here. With full command of surrounding magnetic energy, Mag is an expert at enemy manipulation. Look, you honestly love to see it, and listen, let me pierce the veil here. The reason I chose Mag as my starter frame all those months, I guess, ago was because I was getting the impression of Mass Effect biotics from her, and that really excited me, like space wizard sort of stuff. And you know, if you've heard the theories of how the Force from Star Wars could be like a real thing, if you reason it as the Jedi being able to control magnetic fields, it actually makes a lot of sense. Like the things that they do are largely possible if you're able to produce and control strong enough magnetic fields. So, you know, to that end, Mag Prime, Jedi strats. All right, let's have a look at the abilities. The absolute magnificent gold spackled nonsense. Cyclops style. I'm ready for it. Let's check the passive. Bullet jumping pulls in enemies' items for easy collection. I totally forgot about that. I mean, not like hugely useful, but maybe it will help us get energy back a little bit faster, maybe? Hey, I'm here for it. Mag, let's go. Pull. Magnetic force pulls enemies towards you, stunning them and bringing them into melee range. Yeah, okay, so maybe we want to focus on melee here, which is all reasonable, well and good. Pull, yeah, I pretty much remembered what it did. Pulling them in for melee range. Stunning them, I'm not sure if I remembered that, but yeah, that's good. Moving on. Magnetize. Tap. Encloses a target in a magnetic field, ensnaring nearby enemies and dealing damage over time. Bullets and shards created from polarize increases this damage. Hold. Creates a magnetic field around Mag, absorbing ranged attacks and dealing damage back in a destructive cone. Yeah, so again, this is, of course I remember this ability. It's something that I think is was rather a little more nuanced, a little too nuanced for me in the early days, and I didn't quite appreciate how it worked or when to use it and whatnot. So it's really interesting and versatile. It's both an offensive and a defensive ability, and I think I so very rarely used it offensively, and I should fix that. Now hear me out. Would you want something rapid fire to maximize the bullet nonsense, or could you bring like Kuva Chakur for big crits and just go nuts and not really have to aim or anything like that? It pulls people in, is that right? ensnares nearby enemies. So maybe as long as they're within the sphere that they're ensnared. So then, like, I'm already seeing a rotation. You pull, then magnetize. You got a bunch of them in there, and then bow, bow, like pot shots just straight into the gut. To hold it, that would be for going in melee, I reckon. Absorb range attacks and dealing damage back in a destructive cone. Do we have an angle of the cone? Angle 80. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's like directly in front of you. So if you want to go in guns, well, not guns blazing, but rather sword swinging, then maybe holding it for defensive strats is the way to go. But I imagine, you know, depending on your health status and shields and whatnot, you'll make the decision on the fly whether you're going to go offensive or defensive. Interesting. I'm looking forward to actually sinking my teeth into this ability and appreciating it. Polarize. Emit an energy pulse that depletes enemy shields and armor, creating shards which become deadly when mixed with magnetize. Shields of allies touched by the pulse are restored. Alright, so this is where it gets a little bit off the rails. Like, Mag is not super cut and dry compared to a lot of other frames we've played. And I think to that end, she was maybe, I mean, at least for me, not the best choice as a starter frame. You know, I was too green behind the ears, man, you know? Wait, is that the term? Wet behind the... I was both green and wet simultaneously. Anyway, the only thing I'm not sure about here is which one do you do first? Do you magnetize first, then polarize, or polarize then magnetize? Yeah, maybe polarize then magnetize. We'll give it a shot. All right, last ability. Crush. Magnetize the bones of nearby enemies, causing them to collapse upon themselves. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is just like a big old nuke, right? Doesn't really interface with anything else. Doesn't synergize is the word I'm looking for. Doesn't synergize with anything. That's okay. So just like, I don't know, when do we throw this into the rotation? Maybe big boys. Maybe when things get difficult, you know, we just crush left and right. Maybe pull to bring people in, then crush so we get a lot of them at once. I mean, the damage seems to scale from 266.67 up to 800. I'm not sure what that is. So there's a range there, but I'm not sure what's triggering the range. We might have to have a look at the tips. And speaking of which, kill enemies with pull to increase the chance of an energy orb dropping. Oh, what? Really? That's very cool. I mean, you guys know how I feel about getting energy back. You know, it's having your energy working for you. EFTs, super funds, fiduciary, all right? Cast Polarize to strip enemy armor and shields before casting Crush for a more effective destruction. Ah! That's the synergy then. Right, okay. So we probably want to go... Well, either we go Polarize Magnetize, or we go Polarize Crush, or we go Polarize Magnetize Crush if we really need to. I mean, I don't know how severe the damage potential is here. Maybe it's actually huge. Let me know in the comments, is this Steel Path worthy? I don't know. Like, I'm gonna have to actually get into Steel Path at some point here. Actually, you know what? I'm calling it now. Once we're ranked up here in this video, we're trying Steel Path with Mag Prime. Cast Pull to draw enemies away from allies that are at risk of being downed. Yes. Yes, of course. Actually, that makes perfect sense. Beautiful. Cast Magnetize on high priority enemy units to keep them at bay and inflict continuous damage onto them. That's our Eximus killer then. Now, I'm assuming that the special Eximus shield is not going to be... Oh, hang on. Maybe it will be susceptible to Magnetize. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But in any case, we still should be able to cast Magnetize on it to whittle it down. You know what? I think this is all right. I'm starting to pog. I'm starting to pog a little bit here. I like you guys know, I like the new Eximus. And if we have a dope strategy against them, I'm ready. Magnetized targets take increased damage from pull and pull. They take increased damage from pull as well. Maybe we start with Magnetize then. I mean, look, we'll feel it out. But like, you know, big boy enemies. Yeah, you know, I think that's a strat. We go nuts with pull. Then when an Eximus shows up or a Nox or whatever, just a large lord. Magnetize, polarize, pull, crush. Oh, it's going to be out of control. Projectile weapons with punch through are especially devastating inside magnetized bubbles, circling through enemies multiple times. Does Kuvahek have punch through? If it does, I'm bringing it. Multiple magnetized bubbles can be placed on different enemies at once. If the limit is reached, the first bubble will detonate if the target is no longer alive. Wait, so hang on. They're talking about multiple bubbles, but I'm reading between the lines here, you know? So does that mean the magnetized bubble persists even if the target dies? That's huge. Yo. Magnetize might be my new favorite ability here. Magnetized bubbles explode and deal blast damage if the originating target dies before the ability has ended. Ah, there's our answer. There's our answer. That seems to be a little bit conflicting and confusing with the last tip, but okay. I think I get it now. Cast Polarize to replenish the shields of defense objectives if they are getting low. Hold up. Shields of allies touched by the pulse are restored. Oh! Of course. I'm kind of tempted to do a defense at some point then. Crush grants shields to nearby allies, including companions when cast. Really? It doesn't shield hit? Shield per hit, maybe. Maybe we get that many nominal shield points back per enemy hit, something like that. That's really cool, man. Yo! Okay, alright. I'll be honest, like, I knew there was some nuances of mag that maybe I certainly wasn't appreciating, and maybe that I'd missed entirely. I think I'm a little more pogged than I was expecting to be. I was hoping to be pogged, but I'm a little more pogged than I was expecting. All right, listen. Let's fashion her up. All right, what do we got in the way of animations here? You know what? I think part of the issue was early on I neglected animations. These are actually too subtle. Maybe does she give us something with this? I need something. Give me something. Some sort of idle animations thing, some sort of finaglage, a little bit of flair and pizzazz. Nothing? All right, fine. You know, I'm going to go, like, you know the rule lately. If primary is pale, we're going to leave it pale for now. All right, we've got to go perp across the board here. Now, this is a little bit satanic, I'll admit. But I'm not a fan of the gold. And, like, not just, hear me out. I think I want to bronze it. Is that too far? Is that too much? We could chrome her up. See, I don't know. I think if we chrome her, then we have to make her dark. We have to make her primary dark. Hang on. Let's go heavy pink for the rest across the board. Ooh, Cyclops style. It's a bit much. I'll admit even for me, that's a bit much. But then, if we chrome, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. You know what? I think we need to go for a dirtier white. That's maybe going to get us there. All right, that's not bad. That's like tipped the scales for me. I still don't love it, but I think we're in a better place emotionally. What if I just straight inverse that? You know what? That's not bad. I feel like there's going to be a very vocal, a minority perhaps, but a very vocal faction amongst the comments. They're going to tear me to shreds if I don't maintain the gold. So I'm going to keep the gold. And let's mod her up. Look, I don't know what to do here, man. I mean, we've got steel charge, rifle amp, pistol amp. I mean, I guess I'll go steel charge, but I'm not happy about it. All right, now hear me out. I'm thinking, like, maybe range, you know, because I want magnetized to be as big as possible. I feel like this is fairly decent reasoning. What if I then go auger reach as well? So how big is magnetized going to get? Explosion radius, just target radius from 2 meters up to 3.5. I mean, it's plus 75% currently. And I can only imagine how big that's going to get by the end of the piece. You know, surely that's a strat. Oh, yo, and the range on pull's going to be enormous by the end of this. Holy shit. Wait, drop chance? What can we do to increase drop chance? Hang on, wait. Does strength increase drop chance? It does! All right, strength is going on there. And auger secrets for sure. Yes. And I want, maybe, you know what? Maybe I split the difference with adaptation just in case. You know, because we're not super defensive. I mean, magnetize can be used defensively, but yeah, like I'm gonna remember to do that. All right, I'm gonna run with this. I'm gonna see how it feels. Let's take her out of the stable here. You know what? She feels just fast enough. Oh, buddy. You guys ever pulled a man before? Yeah, I'm gonna love that. Especially if it opens us up for finishes, because they get stunned. Look, you know it. You know how this goes. Sir, cease to exist. Alright, let me slide into the piece here. And pull everyone into my world. And then slam them to death. You love to see it. I mean, even just this, you know. This is classic gameplay. Just like the early days, you know. I think I chose the bow. I can't remember what it's called, but the starter bow is what I had. And, you know, I immediately regretted it. But now that I'm older and wiser, I regret it a little bit less. Because you know that I'm a bow lord. Oh, buddy. This is what we in the biz refer to as a war crime. Now, what I would be interested in finding out is where's the limit for pulling, you know? Which enemies can we not pull? Or is everyone open and willing to be pulled? That's the question. I mean, so far so good. But will an Eximus allow themselves to be pulled? Maybe not with their special little shields, but once they're whittled down, you know, I'm here for it. All right. It looks to me that I've unlocked Magnetize. So I'm actually going to start with it defensively, because I feel like... So do I just... And then it lasts as long as it lasts, which is not long. Oh, it slows you down, though. Oh, man, that is not at all what I was expecting. Let me try that again. So hold it, and I'm slowed down. That's a bit strange. Yo, and I can't attack. That's weird, man. And then it explodes in front. All right. Currently, I'm not a fan of that. I understand how it works now. It's not what I was expecting, but that's a bit weird. I'm not sure when you'd use that, honestly. Because you can't attack, you move slow. Why would you want it? Now let's try the other one. And let me just go pumping. Let me just go pumping. Get the big yo. Yeah. That'll do it. Ooh, that'll do it. That'll do it. Let me hit you again with that one, please. Put my my alt fire in there. Oh, yeah. That's just going nuts. That's going nuts. Oh, that's a war crime. That's actually a war crime. Imprison them. And then slowly kill them softly with my song. Now I should be able to pull on the point, right? Or am I... Hang on. Am I missing the synergy here? Give me a second. Magnetized targets take increased damage from pull and polarize. Yeah, so there should be a synergy there. I should be able to magnetize and then I'm out of energy. And then pull them. Honestly, currently I'm not sure that's really worth it. Over just shooting them. But, you know, we'll try that out as we rank up. Can I pull them into the magnetize? I think I just did. That's dope. And then go nuts, sir, please. Now, can you imagine? Yo, wait. Do I need Kuva Brahma firing into the magnetized bubble? Would that be incredibly ridiculous? A little bit. That man is currently dead. Oh, yo, they can get retroactively schlorped in. That's confirmed. Just Kuva nuke all them? Yo. That's a whole other situation right there. All right, I've unlocked Pulse. Let's give it a try. Yo, that's a really interesting effect. I think I need to try that outside of the tunnels. All right, let's try the magnetize first. Get the bubble going. And then Pulse. Oh, yo, that actually stripped them real good. Yo, he was pogging out. He was doing flash dance for a second there. Oh, what a feeling. Beings believing. All right, I kind of feel like you want to magnetize before you pulse. I think that's the strat. All right, magnetize, then pulse. I said pulse, sir. Yeah, that's like instant death for many men. Come into my world of magnetize, please. And I'll magnetize you again. Just watch me. Do it, you won't. Yo, I love it when they pog. They're just slowly pogging there. That's great. You know what? Honestly, I'm a magnetized convert. I knew that it was going to be important. And I feel that it is important. And now we're on board. Look, the pogs just flash dance for me. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Tenoscom, yo. We've got an Eximus. Let's see what happens. Slide into the piece here. Pull them. Okay, they sort of get stunned a little bit. But as predicted, it doesn't do anything to their big boy shields. Let me slide in here because this man's begging to be absolutely ended summarily. Okay, we're good. We're good. Now let me... Oh, you know what? I'm going to pulse you instead because that's what I pressed accidentally instead of magnetize. But that's okay. You know, we've got a rotation here and that's fine. Oh, you're begging to be magnetized. I can feel it. You're like, magnetize me, Jay. Magnetize me. And I'm like, nah. Oh, yo, I just shredded that Eximus just with magnetize and a couple of pumps from Kuva Heck. That's a whole other situation right there. Oh, yo. Yo, do you see that clump? They really do get shlobbed in. That's incredible. We've unlocked Crush and I'm fully ready. Oh, heavy Crush? Is that just a straight... No, it's... Alright, it's not doing a lot of damage. Let's combine it. Let's tease it out here. Yo, we've got... Did I just murder an Eximus without even realizing it? Alright, yo, let's crush this Eximus here. I'm going to give him a little magnetize. And then I'm going to crush this man. Did that work? Hang on. You know what? Just... just the magnetize alone is actually huge. Like, I think the first time round, I fully underestimated just how much damage you do shooting into magnetize. Like, it's insane. I pop magnetize on an Eximus, I pump 1, maybe 2 shots in, and they're gone, man. Alright, let's crush some more individuals here. You'll ever been crushed before? See, that's just good fun. That's good, clean family entertainment. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I can fully appreciate that later on, you know, once we have enemies... See, here's the thing. We're currently in a situation where some of the tougher enemies barely get touched by Crush at all, but it feels like overkill using Mag and then Crush, because Mag just does so much... Sorry, Magnetize is what I'm trying to say. Magnetize just does so much damage anyway. But I think, you know, once we get to bigger pogs here, there's absolutely going to be room for toss and magnetize and then crush, for example. What a time to be alive. That's an Eximus just begging for it over here. The man's just begging for it. Look at this. One shot, and his special little shield's already done. Unbelievable if true. They don't stand a chance against me and the might of Mag. You know what? I'm really quite intrigued. I didn't appreciate Mag before. She's very versatile. She feels like part nuker, part brawler. Ranged abilities, can get into the thick of it. There's a lot of flexibility, I feel, with Mag. And that's really interesting. I'd love to learn more about like specific builds and how you guys run Mag. But currently I'm all about Magnetize. I mean, it's huge. Just you're popping it off in the distance, a couple of slugs, and things just melt. Like, it's a bit ridiculous. Like I said before, Crush, I think, is in a weird spot at my current rank where it doesn't do much damage to big targets and does too much damage to little targets, but Magnetize does so much damage to everything that it's just really hard to combine the two to fully appreciate how Crush works. But I'm sure once we're ranked up, I try some harder missions, that's going to become a lot clearer. Of course, Pull, like the value there is clear.
What are you thinking about?
Ordis, get out of here, man. The value on Pull is clear. You know, you can pull individuals off of ledges. You can get into the magnetized bubble and pull them in. I think that's the best strategy, to pull them into the bubble. it's fantastic. I mean, just as a general crowd control as well. And polarize, rather. I keep calling it pulse, I think. Well, it pulses. It's a polarizing pulse. It says pulse in the description, damn it. I feel like maybe I should be using this more often, but I'm having energy issues. So, like, obviously, this combined with Magnetize, if Magnetize is already up, it's just ridiculous. But it's actually more energy efficient just to, like, pump a couple of slugs into the Magnetize bubble, I feel. Now, my energy issues are in an interesting place, actually, because I'm able to get back energy really, really reliably without even using the operator, or drifter in this case. But I just don't think I have a big enough energy pool to really utilize that. So I think I would want to put flow on here as soon as I'm able to. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with things as they stand. I did die a couple of times, but I think it was more just me being careless. Look, I don't know. She's kind of a spammy frame, which I don't mind, but I'm not going to change anything just yet. All right, let's have a look at the augments. All right, first up, Greedy Pull, ladies. Pull augment adds 100% chance to pull pickups towards mag. That's very interesting. I'm not sure. That just feels like flavor to me. I'm not really sure I'd want to prioritize that. It's not difficult to get pickups, you know. We've already got the passive, which, I mean, honestly, I feel like the passive is a little light on, but it's there, so like whatevs. But yeah, I don't think that would not be a priority for me. Next up is Magnetized Discharge, Magnetize Augment. Recast on the target to detonate. Enemies hit have a 50% chance to be disarmed. Passive, plus 45% magnetize range. That's very interesting. So I wonder if you could use this. I mean, I guess you don't have to detonate, right? It's a recast to detonate. But does that mean... Here's the nuance, right? Does that mean that we can't have multiple magnetized bubbles? Or is it like you recast it on the actual target and then that detonates maybe? But I guess you could just use that for its passive just to increase the range on it. Because that, like, bigger range on the magnetized bubble would be ridiculous. All right, next up. Counter Pulse. Polarize Augment. Enemy weapons are jammed and robotics are disabled for 4 seconds when hit by Polarize. Yo, that's very interesting. But I feel like this would be... like very mission specific, you know? Like if you're taking out the corpus, surely this would be a big ticket item. I can't imagine I would put this into like the main default build. But disabling robotics could be huge. And lastly, Fracturing Crush. Crush Augment. Survivors have their armor decreased by 50% and become unable to move for 7 seconds. That's the one right there. I feel like if you're going to use Crush at all, and like, I'll reiterate, I could play without using Crush at all right now. Magnetize is such a big ticket item for me. At the moment, I don't feel like I really need Crush right now. But if I do want to make Crush a part of the main rotation, then yes, this seems dope. Currently, I'm feeling like Magnetized Discharge and Fracturing Crush. They're the ones I may want. Where do I get them from? New Loka? I think I can get those. I need one more rank with them, guys. Damn it. Listen. All right, look. I'm feeling pretty good about Mag. I'm excited to rank her up and load her up with more mods. I think I'd like to go the whole hog with her here, just for prosperity's sake. You know, sometimes I can be a little bit sentimental. First frame, it's only right that we make the Prime. You know, we make her something special, and we give her everything we've got here. All right, I'm going to hit the Discord and ask your advice on Mag Prime, because we're not doing the streams anymore, alas. But we'll rank her up, and I'll see you in a hot second with a fully ranked Mag Prime. When a man loves a frame. Tenno, listen to me. It's on like Donkey Kong. All right, so first things first, Mag is a caster. And I'm taking the direct quotes here from the Discord discussion. You stop casting, you die. Also, the one is a lot more cost effective, I'm going to say, than I originally anticipated. So apparently it should be spammed. I should be using the one a hell of a lot more than I was. I fully appreciate magnetize now. I'm turning into Markiplier, man. I fully appreciate magnetize now. And that is a correct appreciation because it's freaking dope. Let's find a blob, cast the magnetize. I got my Kuva Heck here. I've applied extra punch through on it. I believe it has punch through anyway. Not the best. Like, looking at the other weapons that I have, Dragoon has, I think, the best punch through of my available weapons. But I really like Kuva Heck. So, you know, listen. I'll put up with a little less punch through for the sake of using Kuva Heck. Anyway, can I pull you into the fold here? Get fully schlorped, thank you. I mean, magnetize and then a 1 blep slug right into it. It's unprecedented. That's what we in the biz refer to as a war crime right there. It's absolutely out of control. So something I sort of forgot about, I guess, and I wasn't really utilizing is polarize. Not polarize for its damage potential, but rather for its shield restoration potential. So let me see if I can sort this out here. So I'm gonna hit 3, and we should get shields back. And then apparently, if we also, oh, there it is! If we crush polarized individuals, then we get over shields. That's the ticket there. So I'm inclined to think of crush less as a damage ability and more as a buff synergy, right? So there's that's our damage right there. Now I'm gonna polarize. Now I'm gonna crush. You get the overshields back, sir. This is a Wendy's. I mean, I can't even stand it, guys. Alright, listen. I did promise some Steel Path gameplay. Did I not? In this video, we're trying Steel Path with Mag Prime. Here we are at E Prime. E Prime because I'm a little bit scared and I want to take it easy, and also I really haven't unlocked many more nodes other than that. So let's slide into the piece here. You know what? I want to be cautious. Let's get the energy first. My thoughts, I'm cautiously optimistic because we have the crowd control. We have the damage potential, I hope. Let's test it out, man. I'm ready. All right, sliding in here. Let's find an individual. All right, I'm gonna pull you. See, that's not a lot of D. Let's get the magnetize going. Did magnetize work? Did it not work? Hang on. Magnetize. There you go. There you go. That's gonna do it. Let me polarize you, sir, and steal your shields. Oh, you love to see that overshield potential. Okay, it's gonna take a little longer, but I think we can do this. That was 1 of 76 enemies. All right, let's do this. Oh, big old knocks. Let me get in there, dude. Yo, you gotta play touch and go here. You gotta play cat and mouse. But this is perfect. We're out of view. Let me get an alt fire in there real quick. I'll polarize you. I'll schmack you down. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. I think I took the knocks out. Beautiful. This is working, man. It's not bad. Magnetize is providing us with enough D. We got the thickness to win this. All right, let's go for the big blob. Blob them up. I'll polarize you all. Yeah, get that big overshield from you, sir. Oh, yo. An Eximus in Steel Path. Unprecedented. Where's he gone? I'm very frightened. All my overshields are gone. I'm dead. All right, let's try this out. Yo. Even in Steel Path, Magnetize is doing work to the Eximus. Oh, that's stunning. I'll polarize you. Oh, yo. I need the energy. I need the energy. Though I think when polarize runs out, you get some back anyway. Yo, sir. This is a Wendy's. I don't like magnetizing a single target. That's fine. The rest have been schlorped. Let me take this moment to get a little bit more energy. This is working. Sir, can I just ruin your career real quick? Easy career ruination. Yo, look at this blob, dude. That's how you freaking do it. Let's go. Where are the rest of my boys? Oh shit, it's Mania. Dude, yo, is he gonna get stuck in the bot? No, he cannot be Let's try that again. All right, let me see if I can magnetize Mania himself. Oh, do they disappear once they kill you? I forgot about that. A little bit rude, but I appreciate it regardless. You hate to see it. Look, the damage is there, but the flesh is weak. All right, perfect blob. Get fully schlopped in there. You see that Nox fly? Hang on, let me see if I can get him into the blob. I think I've pulled individual out of the blob, but that's fine. Get the overshields. That's how you do it, sir. That is in fact how you do it. You love to see it. Blob him again. Let's do alt fire. Heavy alt. Sir, get into the blob. Get into the blob. Get into the blob. He's in the blob. Let's go. He's in the blob. You ever seen a man get into the blob before? Oh, you just did, baby. You just did. Let's go. All right, listen. I didn't make it, but I got more than halfway through the objective. I actually feel like with a little bit of practice, maybe a rejigging of my mods, get some energy management going, I feel like I can do Steel Path with Mag Prime currently. That's how I feel. That's really awesome. Yo, Mag Prime's currently sitting in a weird place for me. I really, really like her. Like I don't have that pogging of you know how when I see an ability that on paper sounds really, really cool and I pog out of my gourd? And even if it's not great, I still like it and I'm still pogging. I don't really have that with Mag, but I cannot deny her practicality and utility and damage potential. It's like I said, man. It's just like I said in the Smash or Pass video. Mag is someone that, you know, you're best friends with since childhood, and you never really see her like that. But then the years roll on. You start to mature and you realize, hey, yo, actually, Smash. All right, let's have a look at the full build. All right, I present to you my current Mag Prime build. So what was suggested to me was balance, which is interesting. I don't think I've come across that advice for a frame before. Adaptation specifically was suggested, as it usually is. I've put Steel Charge on here just because, you know, I felt like that was the best of limited options. I need more auras, man. Otherwise, I've tried to keep it balanced. I was told not to let any value, any ability go into the red, go into the negative here. So I've got Stretch so that we can get the magnetized bubble as big as possible. Also Augur Reach for the same reason. Streamline and Flow. Like I was saying earlier, I can get energy back, but I just felt like the initial energy pool was too small to really utilize. So that combined, you know, outside of a Steel Path mission, I feel very, very capable and I don't run out of energy, and that's great. Natural Talent was also suggested, and I can appreciate that to get magnetize out quicker, because that is a little bit of a sluggish animation. August Secrets on top of Umbral Intensify, just because I can fit it. Obviously I don't have any other Umbral mods to really utilize the stacking bonus, but I could slide it in there even with an incorrect polarity, and it gets us a little bit more than regular Intensify, so I'm happy with that. This is I feel like this is the best that I can currently do with my current mod setup. And we got every slot filled up. What would I change? I don't even know, honestly. Maybe I'm going too hard on energy management. Maybe there's another way to deal with that. I feel like you guys will let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I'm happy with my Stretch. I'm even happy with Natural Talent. That's not usually a mod that I slot. I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, buddy. It was also suggested that the augments are nice but not necessary, and yeah, I can see that. I didn't really pog out of my gourd at the augments, so I'm happy to see that I don't need them because I can't get them yet. I still need to rank up one more rank with, I think it was New Loco, wasn't it? Anyway, man, Mag. I think here's the thing. Here's the thing though. I think she's gonna hit the main rotation, but if you ask me would she hit the main rotation if she wasn't your first frame? I might say no. In fact, I would probably say no. So there's a little bit of sentimentality there. And you know what? I think that's fine. I think I'm happy with that. I'm content with that. She's my first frame. I'm glad that I now appreciate her a little bit more. I don't profess to understand her fully because apparently she's quite a complex frame and has a lot of build diversity. But, you know, currently I'm feeling good with Mag. I'm feeling capable with Mag. And I like that she's not just like at least currently my current build, I like that there's that little twinge of, well, you're not super tanky, so watch out. Speaking of being tanky, it was also suggested that the secondary component of Magnetize wasn't really worth using, which is what I felt to be the case anyway. It slows you down. It doesn't seem to like work as efficiently as you would hope, is what was intimated to me. So we're just gonna leave that one out. But otherwise, I'm having a lot of fun. Pull everything, magnetize the groups, polarize crush combo to get over shields. We're partying, guys. We're absolutely partying. And with that, that's our last frame video, guys. You know what's next, don't you? You know what's next. It's the tier list. I'm ready. I'm ready for this tier list. I hope you are too. Watch this space. It's going to come very soon. But for the moment, guys, thank you very much for watching. Be excellent to each other. And I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer. Out.